artist, and I have always been fascinated in creating art for people in the places where they are, so out on the streets, in the alleyways, where people will come across it. And I'm also director or head of OT Creative Space.
Hi, I'm Donna Michelle Griffith. I'm also a visual artist slash printmaker. I'm also one of the directors at OT Creative Space and a studio manager alongside Linda Sterling, artist extraordinaire.
So the OT Art Trail came about as an idea for a project to connect the community together after lockdown and bring art out to where people are in the community. So great large-scale murals for people to appreciate and feel proud of and connect them with others in their community.
I became involved in OT Art Trail because Linda Sterling asked if I minded having a mural painted on the side of my house, to which I was like, yes, of course, of course. Later on down the line with planning and being a part of the OT Creative Voices, with the decisions made on which murals were going on which houses, the mural chosen for this house, 142 Stamford Street, the resident wasn't really too enthralled with it, so she asked for a realistic tree, to which me and Linda thought we could have a go at that. And I was nervous to say the least because we've never done a mural before, and it is extensive. Like, we're 5'3", queens, aren't we? Like, we're only tiny women. just yes.
So we were really keen that we wanted the designs that were going to be painted on houses to have come from the community, so that the community feel a sense of ownership of them. So we set about. We sent out 300 creative packs to different people all throughout the community, all ages as well. We worked with schools to do workshops to generate ideas. We had lovely illustrations done of each of the locations. All that stuff back in with the OT Creative Voice Group. We looked through it all and kind of drew out the key themes, the key ideas that the community was sort of putting forward that we could then present to the artists to then come up with their artistic interpretation, their design for the pieces. And that's where we kind of came together. So working with Rebecca, who lives in this house, to, you know, she was very keen to see a tree, and lots of other people I think in the community were suggesting, you know, trees or something that represented multi-faith, the nature of the area and that connection. So we decided
Rebecca,
to work together.
She spent a lot of time thinking about, you know, the family connection. She's a mum with 6 children. She's very, very family orientated. This is her first family home that was purchased, and, you know, it's part of a legacy for her children. So her and a friend, I believe it's Mo Richards, drew a little sketch that they handed into OT Creative Space as part of their ideas process. And we literally loved the love heart tree, didn't we? As a symbol of rootedness and connectivity with not only just the family and the community on a whole.
Well, I think we didn't realise quite how big the wall was.
Not at all.
And when you're up on a scissor lift, up, what did we say, sort of 30, 40
feet,
it's,
with the wind blowing.
It's quite scary, but we were harnessed up, we were safe. We were. And trained to use the equipment. And it was challenging, but something that we worked together on to come
that helped with the anxiety, because every challenge was met and overcome, and I'm proud of our achievement. I'm proud that I didn't cry on the scissor lift. I'm proud that I only banged my head twice. We didn't do too bad.
Yeah, and I think we worked together, didn't we? So you were very much on the painter and texture side of things, bringing that out, and then I worked with the colour and the stencil on the leaves, spray paint, kind of connecting both the leaves at the top, which are all unique, representing all the different people in Old Trafford, and then the roots at the bottom, and bringing in the strawberries too, kind of going back into the history of the area and the deep roots. That was something we wanted it to be, really rooted, embedded in.
So we added a love heart in varnish that, depending on the lighting, pops differently. So with Manchester being wet always and grey always, the tree changes moods. The tree's emotion changes daily.
I think it was interesting, people watching us, because the tree's kind of gone through a whole process, right from starting off by painting the bricks different colour to kind of give it the colour right underneath it before we added the bark, through to then adding the leaves. But I mean, people have loved it. We've had so many people driving past and beeping and
there's been a lot of positive reinforcement, and I think after such a challenging time with the lockdown and the pandemic and people not getting to see each other, we might not be able to hug and embrace each other, but we've seen families taking their children to come and see the murals, stop, have conversations with us, and then be more engaged. It's exciting because there's more. Linda's getting requests left, right and centre now. Look, I have a mural on the side of my house.
And I think people see different things in it as well.
Yes.
So although we've kind of got where we've come from with it and what Rebecca wanted, actually other people can recognise things that are important to them within it too. So my advice for somebody who would like to get into doing something like this would be to keep on creating, keep doing the stuff, keep putting it out there, find somewhere to display it, whether that's in your own window or on your back wall, or come into OT Creative Space and working with us. We're really keen to support artists at all levels, ages, to come and get involved.
Yeah, just keep doing you. Don't worry about a budget, just work with what you've got. Most of these was done with domestic household paints. You know, we like to mix mediums, we like to, you know, not push a financial envelope, so to speak, in it. So through the lockdown, all we've managed to do is create artwork from things that we found at home. So that's been part of the process with the ideas from the community as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that is, if you don't have stuff, look at what you do have and use that to make art. Well, number one, OT Creative Space. We are both there.
At OT Creative Space.
Indeed. And then I'm Look Again Artist on Insta, Twitter and Facebook.
I'm iPrint Don McGree on Insta, Donna Michelle on Facebook.
Oh, your mangoes.
Oh, yeah.
Mangoes on Twitter.
The real juicy mango. Through the thought, baby. Through the thought.
That's the only thing I wanted to get for your birthday was a mango.
Always.
Brilliant.
I'll get it.